Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be discussing Ollama LLM, which is a large language model that can be ran locally on Windows systems, Linux, and Mac OS. Where you can find it, we can find it at ollama.com, and on the page here we can see some of the compatibility and tools that it's easily integratable with, and there's a ton. Besides just the chat feature, which we're going to see here in a minute, it is fully scriptable. It has a Python and JavaScript compatibility, so you can integrate it into web tools, or for me, I've been using it more for security tools and for intrusion detection systems and data processing and security log reviews. So there's quite a lot you can do with it, and like I said, it's all localized to your computer, so you don't have to worry about going to a third party. So when you download it, you're going to get the Ollama setup executable, and we'll go ahead and run this. And this will go out and just unpackage everything you need. Now with Ollama, it runs more optimally if you were to use like an NVIDIA GPU, of course. But you can run it on, like in my case, a virtual machine with the standard. You could use the CPU. It's just for larger data processing, and as the model learns and more and more, the more you use it, it some of the responses, they might not generate as fast, unlike if you had a dedicated graphics card for um, for the application to use and process its information. But starting out, this isn't a problem if you're planning on using it for small scale tasks. It's this is perfectly fine, and it's a good habit to be getting into, learning how to develop and localize your data. So once this is complete, we're going to get prompted with a message box similar to what you would see with ChatGPT, if you're familiar with that. And in our box here, we will choose a model that we would like to start out with, and the models just contain our base data so that the Ollama knows how to respond to your messages and begin learning based off of your responses. So we can keep it default with Gemma 34B. And another way you can interact with Ollama is in the command line. So if we do Ollama, we have some available commands here. And if we do Ollama run or pull, this will pull our desired um, model. And if you were to do it in here, it'll do it automatically. It'll go out and pull our model, and then if we look in the command line here and we try to run Gamma 3, we see it's beginning its download here. It's doing the same thing over here. So I'm going to let this download, and once it's completed, I'll resume the video. Okay, so the manifest in the Gemini 3 or Gemma 3 3.4b has a model has been downloaded, and we can see we have our first response here in the graphical prompt interface here. And yeah, we can, start interacting with it, say, asking a few questions. What is Python? And it'll give us a response and break it down, similar to how ChatGPT and other online solutions work. And since I'm on a virtual machine, we can kind of see, the prompt generates not the quickest, but I've only allocated, 2 cores and 8 gigs of RAM to this machine. So if you have, a decent processor with, 8 cores, or you have a graphics card, as I was explaining before, this would be much smoother generation process here. So that's how you would interact with it in the GUI. In the command line, it's the same thing. You would run Ollama run and then the model that you downloaded, and then we can just start asking it questions, and it'll do the same thing. It'll just generate it in the command line here. Now let's say if we want to analyze a file. I have this snort file here with some rules in it that I created for a previous video. If we were to open it up, I might be working a little too fast for the computer here because it does take a lot of processing power to process and generate our AI prompts. And in our rule file here, I just have some basic snort rules for detecting an nmap scan. Now what we can do is we can add this to our question or our prompt here and say what this file, or you could ask like analyze this file, or what do the contents of this file mean? And it'll go and analyze the file and give you a response based off of your question. It says, okay, let's break this down. It already knows it's a configuration for Snort, which is a IDS system, and it will go down and give us an explanation of what this file does and what each of these lines mean, as well as kind of like the format, syntax of these of each configuration line. So this is Ollama LLM. It's a very good tool to get into if you're looking to get into AI development, or getting familiarized with how large language models work. And if you're interested in developing or doing Python scripting, another good website to look at is the GitHub Ollama Python repository, where they give you examples, and they give you installation steps here and some basic usage so you can start playing around with it in Python. And for today, this is everything I wanted to discuss. I hope this is informative and more people become more aware of the AI tools that are out there, other than just your standard chat GPT and everything getting funneled through mega corporations. So for now, stay smart and have a great rest of your day. Take care.